Hey everybody, look what came in the mail. These are the FPV goggles, the Cyclops V2 from Quantum. I haven't opened them up yet, but let's just take a look at the packaging. Now I said in a video previously that I love functional packaging, and this looks very similar to what we're going to have with the V1s, where it had a clamshell that opened up and it revealed your goggles, and it protects them, and you can carry them as well. It looks like it's got a nice carrying strap here. So let's just go around the box real quick and take a look. So I'm wondering if they address some of the issues with the first set of Cyclops goggles. Biggest point of contention there was that you could not manually tune the auto scan. So you would auto scan, and let's say it basically tuned to a channel near yours but not on it, and that was a problem because you couldn't switch it just like a channel or two away. So and it looks like they may have done this. Let me just pull this a little closer. This is what we have: 40 channels, A, B, E, F, and race band. One-touch auto scan button and manual scan, a 5-inch TFT monitor with 800 by 400 resolution, 3 times magnifying lenses for superior viewing, focal length and adjustment, adjustable elastic head strap with battery pouch, mount for Quantum head tracker. Oh, that's cool. And the audio video in and receiver out. That's really a huge key deal. And audio out. Now I don't know what they're going to be. Sorry about that, guys. So I don't know what they're going to be charging for these, but if they're anywhere close to the first set of goggles and it has all these features, it's going to be really cool. Even if it was $10 more, I think that would be pretty awesome. So let's go ahead and take these apart and see what we have in the box. I am very curious. Alright, so this is what we're greeted with right here. A nice bit of foam padding and a nice plastic bag. Alright, first things I'm seeing here is this nice battery pouch. Is bigger than the one on the previous iteration, and it looks like it'll easily take a 1300 milliamp pack. It looks like this. You'll put your 1300 milliamp pack in here and plug it in right here. So let's take this out of the bag. So, and the one thing that I don't think you would expect in a model like this is diversity. So we do have a single antenna here. Normally where I fly, I don't need diversity. I fly from the top of a hill. I get great reception all the way around. But let's just take a look at these things here. So first stop on the trip here is going to be the band channel up and down. Also your sliders for your fresnel lens in the inside there. Here is your SMA connector, and it is the female version, so you can take all of your normal antennas and plug it right into here. Here's your scan button. Let's move around to the other side here. It says Cyclops V2, looks very attractive. Audio video receiver, that's interesting. I'm not sure how we work this. Here's your menu, the positive and negative as far as choosing your selections. Bottom, there's nothing. Oh, okay, here we go. So this was a little pocket that was in the very first version. Looks like they probably had anticipated doing something like this. So here's your audio, your receiver out, and your audio video in. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, and when I look at these goggles, there's another bunch of improvements right here. Number one, the goggle straps. Much more significant Velcro here, and the straps don't feel very flimsy at all. And I said it in my last review that these were by far the most comfortable face goggles that I'd ever tried before. And I don't, this is the exact same shell, so I'm going to say that for this one as well. Looks like the lens in there is not the standard Fresnel lens, which has all the circular rings that are inside of it. If you look at this, let me see if you guys can see it. That's a completely smooth lens. It's flat, yet it's smooth. I can't see any lines. Oh, I do see some little lines in there. Maybe the lines are a lot closer together. Maybe they're not as visible. And that basically, when you've got a rounded image in your goggles, it's just like a digital image. It'll kind of make it look a little jaggy on the edges. But when those ridges are smaller, it'll make that effect look a lot less. Now, interestingly enough, they have another port here. So I'm wondering if you can actually have an add-on module to put diversity into these goggles. That would be an interesting thing. They haven't said anything to me, so don't take that and run with it. You know what I mean? Okay, guys, let's look in the box here. And yay, I think they have some extra lenses in here. That'll be pretty cool. So it looks like there's some more lenses. I don't think that they are labeled at this moment, but maybe it'll say something in the directions. Looks like you get one extra lens. I don't know if this is just the same magnification, just an extra one, or if it's a stronger power. This is about the distance that your screen would be away from your face. So this it looks really nice, and actually it's not acrylic. This is actually a hard plastic. It's not like the flimsy ones that came in the Quantum DIY goggle set. Okay, so nice improvement on the lenses so far. Okay, so let's pull this out. We've got the directions. I'll pull these out in just a moment and take a look. Let's take a look at all the accessories. And the accessories come in this little foam cutout here. You can pop these guys out, so maybe you can keep this inside and keep all your cables organized as well. That's a welcome feature as well. These most likely are just going to be all of your connections for getting started here. Of course, they include a nice whip antenna here to get you started in case you don't have one. This will be completely adequate for, you know, anytime you're new to the hobby and you haven't bought any antennas. Those will be completely adequate. Okay, this is a power cord for a JST battery, and I'm curious to see what type of battery that this does require. Here is your XT60 you can plug in there instead. So it'll take XT60 power. So most likely it's going to be 2S or 3S, but I'll have to check if 4S is available or not. Looks like you've got an audio jack that's got a little 90-degree adapter on it. And here are some audio video cables that will go into the audio out or AV in. So very cool. So let's take a look at the instructions here. Okay, so let's go through the instruction manual. Now, if at any point you guys, if I go too fast and you guys need to pause, you can actually pause this and zoom it in if you really wanted to. So let's see, operating voltage is between 7.4 and 12.6 volts, which says it right there. So that means it'll take either 2S or 3S, which I really like that it takes a 3S battery pack. But lots of improvements. Scan, channel plus, channel minus, and band, menu plus and minus, audio, video, receiver. So this button right up here, most likely it chooses between receiver and audio, video in. Everything's pretty standard here. Here, just like I mentioned, receiver out and audio, video in. Your battery pouch back here. What I like about these goggles is there's nothing hanging off your face, no cables, no nothing. So that little clip is not for a second receiver. It is for your Quantum head tracker, and hopefully that becomes available again, because that had become out of stock, and I didn't think they were making it anymore. I actually sold the one that I ended up not using. I got it to work, but I never used it. So functions of the buttons here. Once again, Hobbyking, really good instruction manuals. And if you guys don't know, obviously they have to hire artists and renderers to make all these images for you. They have to proofread it, all that good stuff. So they do a really good job with these instructions. So I do appreciate a well thought out and a well put together instruction manual. So, okay guys, in this portion of the video I'm basically going to show you my tiny whoop, which is plugged into a battery here. Here is the goggles, and I have to tell you guys, this display is amazing. Way better than the last screen. Also, when there's no signal, there's no screen that says no signal in the front of it. So I think that this might be a true non-blue screen, black screen, or fake static screen. And the lens is amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these goggles downstairs just to see how they degrade their signal. And I'm going to make sure, first of all, that I've got a powerful enough battery in this little tiny whoop. So I'm going to leave the tiny whoop up here, and I will walk downstairs. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the this antenna on here to start with, and then once it gets bad I'm going to pop this air screw on there just to see how well the reception improves. So let's go ahead and take a walk downstairs. So let's see here, what shall that be looking at? Let's see, so I'm going to be going out this direction. Basically there's a solid wall here. I'll put this antenna up as straight as it can go, and let's go ahead and try this. You'll also notice that this green bar here is a RSSI signal, and also it has a voltage of your battery down in the lower left hand corner, so that is really cool. Now you can get your channel to display on the lower right if you want. Hang on just a second, I have to open a door here. We'll go downstairs. Going down some stairs. Okay, so what I'm looking for here is signal degradation. I want to see that it goes to just static and not a solid screen of any sort. I wanted to try and, so basically I'm here outside. My office is right up there beyond that wall in the upstairs where those cypress are. So still looking really good, actually. And this is just a little 25 milliwatt tiny whoop. I'm going through some signs here, past some trees. All right, here we go. This is the big test here. Look at this. Looking really great. It has not given up the signal yet. It's still trying. I'm still walking further and further here. Okay, I can still see some image there. All right, so here I am, way over here. Like I said, that's just 25 milliwatt, guys. All right, so let me just put the phone down for a second. You guys will still be able to hear me. And let's see here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put on the master air screw. We'll see if anything improves at this one point, which is pretty staticky. Okay, so put that in my pocket. Yep, things have improved a little bit. So here's the image from the same spot where I didn't have any image whatsoever. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep going here a little further. Go out to the street here a bit. Let's see. So, Hobbyking, this is a huge improvement okay, now look how far away I am right now. My office is right there. So this is a huge improvement. I can still see some image. I'm gonna go across the street here next to this horrible car here. No, I'm just kidding. So look here, I can still see my office. I can still see my screen a little bit. So the takeaway here is that, I'm gonna walk even further here. The takeaway here is that the screen is not going to full black. I still have an image that's starting to go now. I've gone black screen now, but that it's really trying to hold on to that image. So here we are, really far down the street. So like I said, that's 25 milliwatts going through about 2 concrete walls, and I still have a little bit of an image. It's going to black now, but that's really far away. It's still struggling to hold on to that image. So in the last set of these goggles, it would break up and it would automatically go to that black screen really way too fast. So I can see this as a huge improvement over the first generation Cyclops. Well, all right guys, so what did you think? I think these goggles are a huge improvement over the first generation Cyclops. Now, I thought that the first set of Cyclopses were a great deal, and I'm really applauding Hobbyking. They really hit all the areas that we want in a budget set of goggles. We want to be able to tune, we want a good image and a comfortable set of goggles, and these have everything in spades. I like the way that you can channel scan and it's accurate. It landed right on 5740, which is my channel that I typically fly. Good job guys, and we'll see you guys in the next video.